channel. So today for you guys, I have a Dollar Tree Farmhouse DIY video, and this is the first video in over 2 months that I've done a farmhouse DIY video with multiple farmhouse DIYs in it. I try to slow down on my farmhouse DIY videos because people kept saying that it's like what they always see, everybody does it, and I do know that farmhouse decor is the most popular type of decor that people recreate out of Dollar Tree products here on YouTube. But you know what? I missed it, and if you missed it, make sure you let me know down in the comments below. I do look at the comments and try to do what the majority wants. That doesn't mean that I didn't upload farmhouse type of decor within the last 2 months. Like my ladder looked like farmhouse decor, and then the door I uploaded last week looks like farmhouse decor, but it wasn't necessarily specific to that. So the DIYs I'm bringing you today, I'm super excited about, especially the scale. I've been wanting a decorative scale for a very long time, and they are pretty expensive. I was able to make this one with $8 worth of Dollar Tree products. Only one of the products I used isn't from Dollar Tree, but there is a substitute you can use at Dollar Tree. It just makes more sense not to get it at Dollar Tree. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let's see if we can get this video to 5,000 thumbs up, and let me know if you want to see more videos like this. These were my favorite videos to make, but I can see to an extent why people wanted to see other things because it's what everybody tends to upload. But it's still so pretty. Anywho, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and click the bell button so you're notified every single time that I upload. With that being said, let's begin the video. For the base of my scale, I'm going to be using this little wooden plaque from Dollar Tree. On the back there is a hook, so I took a screwdriver and pushed the hook out. You might not be able to find this exact one, but they do carry a bunch of square shaped home decor pieces like this. Originally, I wanted to use a bowl, but I completely forgot when I was gluing everything together, so instead I'm doing this. Next up, you're going to need a rolling pin and then one of the handles from a toilet plunger. If you cannot find the rolling pin, I'm sure you could use 2 handles from the toilet plungers. So what I'm doing is I'm attaching my rolling pin to the center of that little wood decor piece using wood glue. I go ahead, attach that, trying to get the rolling pin as centered as possible, and then I glue on the handle from the toilet plunger using wood glue as well. Now, if you perfectly put it centered so that the weight isn't heavier on one side, the rolling pin won't really roll around. I didn't hot glue it or anything. I just used wood glue and let that dry, and I didn't have an issue. You just got to center it perfectly above the rolling pin. If you're struggling with the handle rolling around, which again I didn't at all, you can always put the handle down with wood glue, and then at the back of the scale where the handle and rolling pin meet, apply hot glue. I do not recommend at all just using hot glue for this project. I let the wood glue dry, and once it is dry, I paint the scale black. You can paint yours whatever color you like. My initial base was a plain black acrylic paint, and then later on I ended up applying a layer of metal black paint to give the scale a little bit of a shine. Now, what I'll be using for the scale plates are dog bowls from Dollar Tree. Initially, I was going to use them as is, not paint them at all, but then I decided to paint the inside of the bowl black. There are 2 different sizes for these bowls you can purchase at Dollar Tree. I'm using the smaller one. Next up, to hang the bowls, I will be using these plant hangers from Dollar Tree. What I do is I use pliers to remove excess chains. I wanted 11 chains in each row of chains, and what I mean by row of chains is the 3 chains that you see hanging down. I'm calling them rows. So I remove the excess chains by bending open the 11th chain in each row and unhooking the rest. Once I have all the excess chains removed, I hook the chains around the bowl and use my pliers to close those hooks up. I did this to both of the bowls, and I ended up using 1 plant hanger for each bowl. For the scales, I highly recommend distributing the weight on the bowls evenly so the scale doesn't fall over. But for sure, you can always use choking on other. Oh my gosh, my throat. Sorry. Told you guys my throat keeps going wacky lately. I don't even know what I was talking about. Something about distributing weight evenly. Yeah, you can make a bigger base at the bottom. You can use like a plate from Dollar Tree, a bigger plate, or a bigger home decor piece at the bottom. It will be able to hold the weight better, in my opinion, if you end up putting a little bit more weight on one side in one of the bowls. It won't like topple over on you. It depends because, I mean, I was able to put these IKEA plants in and it was totally fine. And even if I pushed them out a little bit more, it wasn't going to fall over. But then again, the weight was distributed evenly. Now, this is the scale at the lowest price point you can make it. But to spruce it up a bit, I'm going to glue on these wooden beads I got for 75 cents at Hobby Lobby to the ends of the top stick and to the very center of it. Dollar Tree does carry wooden beads, but they're colorful. They're $1. I believe you get like 120 in there, but they're smaller sizes, and then you have to paint them. It's just worth it, honestly, to get it at a craft store, in my opinion, versus getting them at Dollar Tree if you don't want colorful ones. Next up, I painted a shower curtain holder from Dollar Tree. They don't have plain black ones, so I had to paint it black. And then I glued that to the top of that center bead using hot glue. For that part, if you do it, I recommend using hot glue because it's not going to stay still while you're waiting for super glue or something to dry. You'll have to hold it in place until it somewhat dries. So just use hot glue. And that's it for the scale. I'm so excited about this. I haven't seen something like this done with Dollar Tree products before. So I'm really excited that I was able to make something out of Dollar Tree products to create this farmhouse scale. Now moving on to a bunch of crates priced at $5 or less. So let's start with the white one, and it's like the easiest of them all. From Dollar Tree, you just want to pick up some of their like shadow boxes. That's what I call them because the image goes in a little bit. Now I picked up 4 white ones. There's a bunch of different colors you can choose from. I got white ones. And what you want to do is you want to remove that image out of the back of 3 of them. It depends what you're using, but like I said, I'm using 4 of them, so I removed the image out of 3 of them. The 4th one, I left the image there just so it could hold whatever I stuck inside of the crate inside. Once I have the image removed from 3 of them, I start to glue them all to each other. So at the very bottom, I leave the one that still has the image. You can remove like the thing that pops out if you want to, or leave it inside. It's up to you. And then the other 3 that don't have the image anymore, I just layer on top of each other. I'm using Gorilla Glue to glue this. Honestly, I feel like you can use hot glue and you'll be okay. You can use super glue, even like school glue. For this one in particular, I think it's going to be fine. You can leave the crate at just this, and there you go, $4. Even 3 of them, $3. But I wanted to add a little more to this, so I printed out this Farm Fresh image off of Google Images. I cut it down and then I glued that to the front of the crate. I used a wood glue to do this just because it's what was right beside me. You can use honestly whatever you like if you end up doing this. Again, you can leave it at that. I ended up getting this 2x3 picture frame from Dollar Tree. I pushed out the metal piece and then I ended up gluing that frame around the image that I glued to the crate. And I really liked the way that this looked. It really just looked like farmhouse decor to me. To the inside of my crate, I ended up adding these milk glasses from Dollar Tree. I put 4 of them in the inside and I just thought it matched really well with the picture that I put at the front. And then that was all I did for the white crate. Really simple to do, and you can always add things or leave things out to suit your budget. Now let me show you how I made these crates. You can make these crates for as little as $3. It just depends on the materials you use. From Dollar Tree, you want to pick up these signs. I don't even know what to call them. They're like canvas images and they tend to be like a long rectangular shape. What you want to do is remove the canvas. So what I did is I take a razor, I cut through the canvas, and then I use my hand to rip the canvas off. Now sometimes that inside has like this little thing that's popping out. I don't even know how to describe it, but I'll show it to you guys eventually because some of them have it. You probably want to get ones without it. I don't even know how, what I'm trying to say right now, but you'll see in a few minutes. I did this to 3 of those total. Now you can just stack those on top of each other. I didn't want to do that. Instead, what I did is I laid 3 of them out. I have this measuring board, which is really awesome. It makes life so much easier. I got it from Walmart. You don't need one, but hey, highly recommend. So I lay 3 of them out. I leave about an inch of space between all 3 of them. And then I take some popsicle sticks from Dollar Tree and I cut them down so that they will lie in the inside of the crate, but you won't be able to see them at the bottom or the top of the crate. That's the main reason why I cut them down. I cut 8 popsicle sticks total. I glue 2 popsicle sticks to each corner of the crate. Before I actually glue them down though, I lie them across the crate to get an idea of where I want the glue to be placed, because I don't want to put glue on the entire popsicle stick because there's gaps in this crate. I don't want glue to be just showing. So that's why I lay the popsicle sticks out, get an idea of where the glue should be placed, and then I place them inside of the inside of my crate. This is the easiest version of this crate you can make, so you can leave it just like that. I decided to add the metal pieces from the inside of those picture frames I showed you earlier, so I had to use 2 of them for this. I removed the metal piece from the picture frame backing that it's attached to. It's easiest if you just remove the stand that's behind it, and then you'll be able to take the metal part off more easily. And then I just kind of trim it down so that it fits the side of my crates, and I glue it using a hot glue gun. When you glue it down, you kind of want to hold it in place while the hot glue dries. The metal does get a little bit hot, so be aware of that. This is another way you can spruce up your crate. I made one more crate that was like this, but this one I stained using this mini wax wood finish in dark walnut, as well as a washcloth from Dollar Tree. It's so much easier to stain with a washcloth. Now this crate has what I was talking about earlier, how some of those images from Dollar Tree have this thing that pops out in the back, and basically what it is it's something to hang those images up with. Some of them have it, some of them don't. So I had 3 of them that had it, and I made a crate out of them. I really like how this crate came out with that stain. So that is it for these Dollar Tree Farmhouse decor pieces. All of them are really inexpensive to make, and it's crazy honestly what you can do using Dollar Tree products and a little bit of imagination. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.